Coochie, Vietnam, September 18th, 1968. Hello, Clifton. How's everything back in the United States? Over here in Coochie, everything isn't going too bad. The weather here the past couple of days has been a little bit on the rainy side at night. But luckily, 2 nights ago when I had guard duty, it didn't rain at all. And I was very happy and fortunate for that, because otherwise you do get soaked out there. The past couple of days I've been working steadily down at the motor pool, and it's really not too bad down there now that I've become accustomed to it. Just as long as they don't expect me to fix generators or engines, I'll be okay. That 1 week of schooling that they gave us on engines back in Fort Belvoir was definitely not enough to tackle a problem. Well, I finally got my correspondence course in Algebra, and I've already finished 1 chapter and already took 1 test. I hope a little bit later on tonight to finish another chapter, and maybe tomorrow take the written test that comes along with it. I hope to finish it within the next 10 weeks, and then maybe go on to the second semester of Algebra 1, have that finished off in another 10 weeks thereafter so that I can go on to Algebra 2. About 2 days ago, I was very happy to receive a letter from my friend Steve Arnoldi, the one that lives in Palisades Park, New Jersey. For a while there, I couldn't locate him. For some reason, he was transferred from Fort Dix in AIT to Fort Knox, and that's why his mail was probably held up and he still hasn't got it. He'll probably catch up to him another couple of months. That's the way the Army Post Office runs things. He's a mechanic. That's what he went in the Army for. He's a 3-year man, a lifer, like they say over here. And he's stationed in Cameron Bay, and from what I understand down there, it's not too bad. He's working on the docks as a motor mechanic, and there's not too much action down there like it is over here the past 3 or 4 months, I understand. It's been very quiet, and I hope it stays that way too. And I was very happy to receive that letter from him. It made me feel good inside. I still haven't heard from from Richie Palumbo. Yeah, I sent him that letter via his mother and father. I don't know whether he didn't get the letter or not, whether he hasn't had time to write, but I kind of hope that he will write too. So maybe once in a while when he comes back to the home post here, Coochie, that we might be able to bump into each other and talk to each other. From the letter that you sent me, it seems like Jerry Makita should be on his way here too. I talked to his brother when I was home during leave, and he said he didn't expect his brother to come in until October or November, but I guess they jacked him up just a little bit. I imagine he's a sergeant now because he went through a schooling where they advance you a little bit more because of the need for infantry NCOs, and he went to it and he did pretty good, and I hope he came out as a sergeant at least. It's one thing I wouldn't do. I'm happy where I am right now. I hope things stay that way. I don't think I'm going to do too much letter writing anymore. You may receive an occasional letter from me, but I think I'll stick with these tapes. It's a lot easier, and it seems like it doesn't take that much time. As far as I'm looking at your letter from September 12th here. As far as going after that VHF bunker, I probably will go back to it eventually if I don't wind up in another job as a clerk or something like that, or go somewhere up to another post, maybe closer to Saigon where living is just a little bit easier. Over here, we have just had a turnover in personnel. We got a new general, a new company commander, and things are getting a little bit rough. They want everybody to be a little bit neater, a little bit cleaner, hair cut shorter and shaved. And for some of the guys, it's kind of rough that aren't used to it, but for me, it's okay, and I really don't mind it. I hope you have already received my first tape, and maybe already have sent one with your good words on it back to me. I haven't received the package of yet that you said that you mailed on Saturday. I hope my letter reached you in time telling you not to put that book in, because by surprise I found the College Boards book over here, and it only cost a few dollars, and I bought it. and now with that algebra course, I'm got quite a bit of things to keep me busy here. Although I really do need those sneakers. And don't worry if you sent that book anyway, there's a few guys here that seem interested in it and want to go to college and have problems with their English or math, and that book will help you out eventually. It seems like it's getting a little bit cold back in the States. Well, I guess winter's really on its way. I'd like to see winter speed by this year for some reason. Because once winter's over, I know spring is near and I'll be coming home next summer. I've only got, 9 more months to go, and if they go as fast as the first 3 months, I'll be very happy. I hope Marsha gets to have a baby boy this time. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I understand it should be coming in November. As far as that article in Look magazine, I don't know when it's going to come out, and Hank Kulik said that he'll write me and send me a copy as soon as possible when it does come out. I'm not too sure whether or not he knows when it's coming out or not. I hope Daddy had a good time at the retreat, and I really do enjoy the math that you had offered for me there. Too bad that you didn't get to the picnic. I kind of would have wanted to go there myself to see my old friends and have a good time as usual down there. I guess I'll have to wait until next year and catch up on a few of them. It seems like the rectory's progressing along quickly, and from what they claim, the priests were supposed to be in by October. I guess it's going to be true. I also got a letter from Robert Hudak. He's somewhere in Illinois. He claims that everything's doing okay, and he enjoyed my letters from Vietnam because it's like an on-spot report of what's really going on over here, and he says it's better than reading it in a magazine, and I do enjoy getting letters from him. I also got a letter from Joseph Frankovic in Korea, and from what he writes, it seems like Korea is really nothing but a good place to be, full of all kinds of wild luxuries. Like, he gets passes on weekends, and he can go bowling and to clubs and everything out there, and just not like over here. He couldn't believe it that we didn't get many days off over here because we usually work a 6.5-day week. I got a letter from Tina Luciano a few days ago, and I finally sat down and wrote her a letter yesterday and mailed it today. Seems like everything's going along okay by her. I also got a letter from Marianne Lasik. She writes me every once in a while. She writes that her brother Mike, who I hung around with before he went in the Navy, is on a 1-month cruise, and he'll be going to Holland and the Netherlands. At least he's seeing a little bit more of the world than I am, but then he's in for 4 years and I'm not. I received 2 letters from Dolores a few days ago, and it seems like everything is going fine by her. Ricky and Scotty seem to be enjoying going back to school. Scotty's very happy because he's going to first grade. Kind of looks like she's getting her aches and pains from the dancing rehearsals that she's got down there and that show that she is going to be in. I kind of expected something like that was going to happen. Dolores, too, writes that she is looking forward to that article in Look magazine coming out in the near future, and that she has told everybody about it, too. I really have to admit that I've been waiting these past 10 months very anxiously to see it, and I'd like to see what they have to say and what the pictures actually are going to look like. I really just can't wait. I've got 4 letters here from Anna Mae that I haven't answered yet. I probably won't write too many letters to her now anymore because of the fact that she probably hears every word that I say over the tape recorder. I'm going to try and answer some of the questions that she answered here and comment on a few of the points she put out in the letters. Seems like she's going to have a good time when she goes to West Point to see the Army and University of California play. I usually like to go to college games again soon. The only college games I ever went to were Montclair State versus some other smaller schools. I used to like to go to see Montclair State at nighttime because it was close and under the lights it's always a lot of fun. But since they don't play in Clifton High School anymore, it's kind of rough to get down to Montclair. I received the pictures that she sent, and they really didn't come out that bad. They came out pretty clear, but if they were taken a little bit closer, I think I would have enjoyed them just a little bit better. It was, like you say, a little bit hard to recognize the people in the picture. Well, it looks like the Mets are really starting to slide downhill. I think Daddy is a little bit mad about this, I'm sure. And he must be getting mad at the players and Joe Hodges for some of the stupid mistakes that they must be making. I just hope that they don't wind up in the basement again this year and at least pass up Houston or Los Angeles. Those are the main two teams I really don't want New York to be under. I would try to have them up on top, at least, say, 9th place or 8th place. I was also very happy to see the first few clippings of the Clifton High School football team. It seems like the sports writers really expect a good season from them this year, and I hope they get it because I would like to see Clifton on top, and mainly because everybody, or all the sports fans from Clifton, and the sports writers in the Herald News and Independent Prospector really give Van de Costa a hard time. He's really a good man. And actually, I think he's a little bit too easygoing with some of the guys, and maybe that's his downfall. He tries to be too good with them, and they just turn around and slap him right in the face. I hope that they have a good season, at least a winning season this year. I'm not too familiar with too many of the ball players, but the ones I know seem like they're very capable, and if they won't fool around and they try their hardest, I'm darn sure that Vandy will come up with a good team again this year. I guess Bobby will probably go to see a few of the football games at Belkey, and the boys at Belkey is a blast, so really. Although last year, I remember we went with Mickey Thunder, and at that time we were at the east side, I believe it was, or it was the first game, the Kennedy game. Mickey says, well, I probably won't see this place for a long time. But from what his father writes, it seems like Mickey will be back in late November or early December. So I guess next season he'll be around, same as me, going to the football games and watching them again. I also wonder how Coach Farkas' East Side team is going to be. He is a good coach, and I think that from what the papers say here, Eastside looks like it's going to be a little powerhouse going this year in the PVC. And I think Farkas deserves it, even though he's an assistant coach. I think he is one of the key factors why Eastside is doing a lot better. He gets out there and he pushes his guys and he tries to get the most out of it, and they respect him for that reason. I wonder who was going to coach my little football team this year now that Hank Kulik is gone. He claimed last year that he wasn't going to coach anymore due to the fact that his wife said that he was getting too excited, and she vetoed it whenever. She didn't really want him to coach last year. And John Zipsey is a policeman, and since he shifts so much with his job, he probably won't be there this year either. And the other one, Ralph Vigorito, who played, I think, for Georgia Tech for a little while, I think he moved to Wayne, but from what I understand, when we had those big floods there, he was flooded out, and he moved back to Clifton with his kids by his mother's house. And he might be coaching the team again this year. I'll have to wait for an answer from Hank. I expect a letter from him in another week or two. He claims he's going to keep me posted on what's happening. Let's see if he does. How are my geraniums coming? I'm kind of forgot about them there for a little while. I wish we had something over here to perk us up, but just as long as we have the weeds out here, I guess you could call them, I guess that's enough greenery to keep everybody happy. Actually, the more plants you have here, the more you got to trim it and police it up, and it's really a pain in the neck after you really sit down and think about it. I was kind of surprised to receive a few letters from Mrs. Jacob. That's Joanne Jacob's mother, the girl that I was a park director with 2 summers ago. Joanne writes regularly. She's pretty hep on it, and from what I understand, she's teaching in, what the heck is the name of that? I can't remember the name of the city. But anyway, she claims that she's not too wild about it at first. I guess any new job that you venture into, it's a little bit rough for the first month or so. And I was really surprised to hear from her mother, but she claims that she likes to write to guys in Vietnam, so I'm really happy to hear from her too. It was really a surprise to hear from her. Joanne, seems like everything's going okay by her too, and she claims she had a blast down at as a park supervisor this summer, and she is also going to be a cheerleader supervisor down at the high school where she is at, and from what she writes, it looks like it's going to be really a challenge for her, because she never has done anything like that before, but I'm sure she'll come along to it fine. I'm really dead set against not taking that extending over here for 34 days. I would rather take my chances back in the United States. Although I understand that as of January the 1st, everybody that gets drafted will be in the Army for 3 years, and all men who sign up will be in the Army for 4. So maybe it's a little bit better that I did decide to go into the Army first. Well, not decide. I was drafted into the Army first and go to college a little bit later. Otherwise, it would be just 1 more year that I'll be spending in the Army. Looks like Richie Hoos is going to get I will get the last laugh on Richie Hoos because of him trying to draft odds so much by going to school. Well, I can see that the tape is starting to run off now, so I guess I'll sign off for now. I will try to make another tape in another 4 or 5 days, which will be Saturday or Sunday. And until then, take care, say a prayer, and God love you all. And I hope to receive another tape from you soon.